Hello, everybody.
Call is now being recorded.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, Julia's going to do roll call tonight
Lori Dworak,
here.
Jeff Flynn,
Here.
Dave Drew, Nancy Kavanaugh.
Here.
Craig Montanari,
Here.
Chris Papalizio,
Here.
Brian Smith,
Here.
Julia Schiavi here. No treasurer and no tax collector.
Correct.
Okay.
I
Any public? I don't see any public.
don't see any public either.
Okay.
Which makes executive session easier if no one's joining. So I'm going to pass the meeting guidelines because there is no public, and member correspondence, just nothing to speak of on a report. So I'm going to move right into the officers report. Just two quick things. Well, one quick thing. On the bottom of the agenda, it says the next board meeting is March 17th. It's April 21st. So I just wanted to clarify that. Sorry, I do have that shut off. And the second thing is, I am sad to report that Dave Burton has resigned, and it's just not a fit for him at this time. So, so he is no longer with us on the board.
Interesting.
So the financial reports, Lynn sent me hers, and I will read that to everybody. We have all but one account fully collected as of this date. The outstanding account has been referred for collection and is scheduled for foreclosure/tax sale on May 14th, 2026. This will be held at the East Haddam Town Hall as part of the town's larger tax sale. The property also owes East Haddam taxes. The owner has been in touch with the attorney and is aware of what is required both prior to and post sale. Let me know if there are any questions in the matter. Does anybody have questions? Okay. And as far as Lisa's report, she, I believe, has been inundated with work. If you'll excuse me for 1 minute. She did put the reports on the drive, and she didn't have anything to report unless there were questions. Are there any questions for Lisa? The reports are on the drive, so if you haven't had a chance to look at them, they are there. No questions? Okay, moving right along. So we're going to talk about in public safety. We have a discussion on the need for additional language to be included on the north and south Lake Hayward entry signs. Hold on, I got a silent. Sorry, it's my mom. It is silent.
Do what you have to do, Lori. Just pause it. Just mute and do what you have to do.
I do have it on mute, but my computer's.
No, I meant mute the thing if you need to take a call or something.
No, it's okay. I will call her back. But she'll probably call me another 7 times.
Just take it. It's fine.
So we've had several discussions on this topic of putting verbiage on the north and south signs. So what I'd like to do right now is have us vote on, do we want the language on the signs? First, we'll vote on that. Would anybody like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we have verbiage on the signs on both the north and south signs when you're entering in Lake Hayward.
I second that.
Okay, so the motion is, we have verbiage on the north and south signs, the existing signs. And we'll vote on the verbiage next. All in favor? Any opposed?
Yeah, opposed.
Okay, one opposed. Any abstentions? Okay, the motion carries. We will put verbiage on the signs. So there were two people that
Did we do
recommended.
discussion in that or no? Well,
You
I was
already
just
voted.
asking because there was an opposed. I'm just, isn't there supposed to be discussion before we?
Actually, it was done in reverse. After your first and second, you then ask for discussion and then a vote.
Nancy,
believe-
is there
Right.
something you want to discuss?
Well, I said before that I think putting information about the community at those two locations is confusing. And I also think that those signs look nice the way they are. And I don't think adding to them, I don't think it's gonna help even if you put it there. You know, it's a public road and it's just gonna confuse people. What are we allowed to do here? What do they think they are? You know, I just don't think it's a good idea. Those signs look really nice the way they are.
Craig?
The signs look great. I agree with that. As far as confusing people, I think we keep it very, very simple. And we just tell them that the facilities or the beaches are private and you're going to have signs on the beaches. It's not really going to stop people from using them, but it's a deterrent. And so letting people know as they enter, as Dave Burton used to say, as they cross the threshold is, I think, a very important thing.
Thank you. So
I think it's a good idea. I don't know where to raise my hand here on my phone.
Just go like this.
you could just go
Yeah.
like, because we could,
But I've heard some folks that have seen the apartments going up. And the first thing that they ask me is, oh, are they going to be able to use Lake Hayward as well? So
Right.
that's the very first question that I get asked from people that see the apartments going up. So I think one more sign when you enter into the lake area right at the beginning, as long as it's tasteful. Because I agree with Nancy, the signs look great right now, but if we could have a tasteful sign mounted near there, around there, underneath it, on the side somewhere, I think is a good idea just for that reason alone, because we have 194 apartments that are going up and they're being rented right now.
all right, so Julia, I actually had that conversation with Julia, and I don't know if it was during the board meeting when we talked about it last time and about the aesthetics of those signs and how they look so beautiful. We would have the same company produce the verbiage and make it look just as eloquent. So I don't think that's a problem. I think we'll be okay. So is there any more discussion? Okay.
I think that's a good idea, Lori. That's nice. You have the same company do it. It's a good
Yeah.
idea.
So, and like I said, it was a concern of mine and
Mine
I,
as well.
right. And so,
I wouldn't do anything that's not tasteful.
right. So I don't think we have to have the vote again.
Okay.
But if we want to keep it formal and all of that, we can vote again, but I think we're all on the same page here.
Does
Nancy,
anybody change their vote? There you
No,
go.
we're good.
somebody put a motion on the floor.
I thought we just said we don't need one.
No, I
Well-
said, did anybody change it? So
So-
no,
No.
Let's do it official, Chris.
Do the language.
That's the second part, Nancy.
okay, so we need another motion. So I make a motion. The same motion that was before. I don't remember how it was said.
That there's verbiage on the north and south signs stating that we're a private community.
Yes, I make that motion.
I second that.
Okay. Is there any more discussion? Great. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays?
Sure. Nay.
And no, any abstentions? Okay, all but one nay, the motion passes. So the second vote that we will take, there were two people that responded with verbiage. So I think one of them was private beach at two lines, private beaches, no public access. And the other one was a private community, no public access to beaches or facilities. So we can call one of them 1 and one of them 2, or however you want to do it, but we're going to vote on the language. I don't want to go in circles in this. We've really talked about this a lot. So I think one
Is
of
it necessary to vote on the language, or can we have that discussion offline if somebody wants to change something? I don't know that needs to be an official vote. We voted for putting sign and verbiage up. Do we need to agree on
Listen,
the language?
we've had emails out there asking people for verbiage. I got 2 responses. We've been talking about it at meetings. Let's make a decision now. It's not that hard. It's
So Lori, what do you need, a motion to vote for 1 or 2?
yes.
So I make a motion that we vote for the verbiage and 1 versus 2 with a show of hands.
Right, and 1 would be private beaches, no public access, and 2 is a private community, no public access to beaches or facilities. So all those, is there any discussion, any
We
more
have to have a
discussion?
second. You have to have a second.
You gonna second?
I
Jeff?
think both those options have too much language. Like if I was gonna vote yes to putting verbiage on those signs, it would be just plain old private community. You know, that's part of, I think, again, all this wording at those locations doesn't make sense to me. So I think both of them are too long.
Are we having discussion yet?
Well, we needed a second motion.
I think Jeff raised. Jeff, did you raise your hand for the second on the motion?
I rescinded my hand.
Oh, you rescinded it. Okay.
So is there a second on the motion? Are you seconding?
Yes, I'll second.
Thank you.
Now we can discuss.
Now we can discuss it.
So a discussion point, I'm trying to look through the emails. Does anyone have it? We could look at it. Or,
Lori's got it written down. Brian.
I wrote down exactly what was said
Okay.
by 2
I
people.
know it was in the emails, but I'm looking at some of the trail. Jeff
Uh,
and I were. Yeah, go ahead. Say it again. Oh,
So one is,
somebody join.
did somebody just join?
I don't think so.
So one is,
Yeah, somebody joined.
Yeah.
It is unconfirmed. Alice should we let him in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
wouldn't let me.
I don't see anybody.
Somebody just joined and then ducked out,
Oh.
I think.
Wrong
Right.
meeting.
Well, I
I
will,
see.
I have it up. They join again.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry.
Where was that? Do you remember when the email was sent, Lori? Just so, because
February 19th, month
Feb-
after,
yeah, February 19th.
after our last meeting.
Yep.
I see it. Yeah, a private
see it now.
community, no public access to beaches or facilities, or private beaches, no public access.
Got 2 hands up.
Julia's up first.
So what I could do is approach Camaro Signs and ask them if they've had to do this on other signs and what they might recommend. And I could get some mock-ups. Maybe that would help everybody, because if you're gonna vote, I mean, not in all due respect to you, Lori, I mean, if people are struggling with what we want to vote on, but maybe if you could see a mock-up, it might help. I could work that on the side, and then, we could just keep doing this offline.
Go ahead, Craig.
You first, Lori.
Who's up?
Lori, you first.
I was just gonna say, that's fine with me, as long as we make a decision. We've been going round and round with
Okay.
this.
So I think we've made the decision that verbiage is going to go on the sign. And I
Yes,
think that's all that we need to do right now. I think Julia's idea of getting a mock-up or having us have a conversation about what is actually said is more than is the best approach, because if we do it all right now, we're just going to try to ram it through. And I think we need to think about it and see it. I don't think it matters what it says, but it has to be short and sweet.
well, I'm fine with the mock-up, but as far as saying that we're cramming it down, our throat, we've been talking about this forever, and
No. We haven't been talking about it forever necessarily. There was an email chain that went around about a month ago. And what I'm saying is, in the interest of time for this meeting, we don't have to decide what it says tonight. We've already decided that we're going to put signage up. We could talk offline. That's not something that has to be done in a board
When
meeting vote.
when Julia gets her mock-up, then we'll discuss it again. Brian, you have your hand up.
Well, I think to Julia's point too, it'll be really help. I think measurements, the sign company can tell you literally what would fit and font size, because it's got to be visible. Maybe too many words, you can't see it far away.
Right.
Right.
So let her get her mock-up.
Thanks, Julia.
Go
If you
ahead.
need help, you know. I know sign shops now.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Please keep in mind, keep it simple. It's coming from somebody who's been in the advertising business for 40 years. When you see billboards, actually in the business, we call it outdoor. They don't have a book written, because you're driving by at 65 miles an hour and you're looking at it for all of a second. If someone's at the stop sign, okay, they're not going to read a book that's posted on there. It's got to be, that's all I'm saying. So,
Right.
I think that, excuse me, if we think that, well, they're stopped at the stop sign, therefore they're going to read it. Half the time people don't even stop at stop signs. So the point is, we really got to keep it simple. Let's not put a book on there. We're defeating the purpose. That's all.
Julia.
To
Thank you, Jeff.
Sorry, to Nancy's point, because she's worried, Nancy, some of your concerns about all that verbiage, that's on all the new signs. I don't know if you've seen them at Three Beaches.
That's
Wait.
different than at the entrance to the community that is a public road. I don't know. I can abstain from the verbiage process, but again, since I already voted no, I mean, private community is about the best. Once you start using the word access, you're talking about using the road. People have a right to use the road, whether they
fair.
use the beach or not. So I just, again, we keep talking about it because we all have different points, and private community is enough, in my opinion.
Alice Seminole, I'm going to admit the guest. Okay.
Yeah,
Is that all right, Lori?
yeah. I just don't see her.
It just popped up on mine and I admitted, but I don't see her either. Oh, there she is.
There it is, Simonelli. So can you see it,
Mhm.
Julia?
Okay.
Okay, so we will wait for Julia to get a mock-up, kind of see what it might look like and take it from there. One of my concerns, Nancy, also was it saying,
Access.
no public access. Well, just saying that alone means you can't use the road. So that's why
Right.
I was more
No.
inclined. So that's why I was more inclined to go with the no public access to beaches and facilities. Because we don't want to give the wrong impression that the road is, our road. It's not. So I do understand that. Jeff,
The no public access is taken out of context. If the first line says private beaches and the second line says no public access, that implies what the heck we're talking about. If someone wants to sue us who's a trespasser or preventing them from trespassing, good luck with that. It's private beaches, no public access. We're not talking about roads. We're talking about the beaches. Of course, we have tennis courts, we have volleyball, but the beaches is the main target that we're focusing on of the people coming down. I don't think we should discuss it anymore. I think we beat it to death.
I agree. So we'll wait till Julia gets her mock-up and see what we have available for room for verbiage. Okay. So an update on the vendor response for summertime security. So Dave reached out to several security companies. He did say he heard back from 2, but he only sent me 1. And the one that he sent me, he asked for 4-hour sessions. They only do 6-hour sessions. And so he asked for June 20th till September 6th. So how that breaks down and financially, so it's $58 an hour. And of course, it's got to be 6 hours. So how that breaks down is if we start them on June 20th, it's 2 weekends. So that's $1,392 that would come out of this fiscal year's budget. Next fiscal year's budget, if we go July 1st till September 6th, so this is just on the weekends, 6 hours a day, Saturday and Sunday. That is $6,960. And we do have the money in both fiscal years in public safety to support that. And this is only one company that's gotten back to us so far that I'm aware of. Honestly, it's an update. But it does sound like it's something that's feasible. We'll see if the other, I think he told me there was one other one, the Batista. But I will further look into those and see if, I don't think they're going to vary greatly in price. I really don't. Brian?
Just think you're mentioning his name. Is Dave also off the public safety?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty much it for the security. Does anybody have any more discussion on that?
Can we ask a question?
No, I'm sorry. You can't.
This is Allison Mark. We're at 7 Lookout Drive. We're wondering.
You cannot, you can't speak during board.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Only during public comment in the beginning of the board meeting, you can speak.
Okay,
Sorry.
no problem.
With that, I think we're going to move into special projects, and that's going to be talking about the dam. So we're going to go into executive session, which sadly means we now have to ask you to leave. Alice, I'm sorry.
Alice, I would say if you have a question, just email one of the board reps and then we'll put that into the record at the next meeting.
Right. And or in the next meeting, come in the beginning because that's when public comment is.
Oh, yes, sorry, we apologize. We were having IT trouble. So we will. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so we,
Do we want to not record this if it's executive session or do we have to record it?
we need a vote to go into executive session. So,
So sorry.
okay. So can we please have a motion to go into executive session?
I make the motion to go into executive session.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
I heard Nancy say aye.
I did too.
I can't hear anyone else. That's why I whispered.
All right, but I don't see Craig anymore. Craig, did you say aye?
He
I
said
made the
aye.
motion.
You still have to.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Any nays? Any abstentions? Okay, so I will stop the recording during this part. So just give me a second here.
And we stopped recording.